back when it was Peekskill, Portchester, and then everybody else when I first started doing this 16, 17 years ago. And, you know, you had your teams like Fox Lane come along, but it was only a one-year thing. You had teams like Byram Hills and TZ win, but it was never sustained success like these two programs have had.
Sinon gets to the rack. Reverse layup for the sophomore.
What a difference a year makes. I remember last year in the Section 1 final, Spring Valley, Byram Hills, the first shot Skylar Sinon took was high off the backboard. He was a little bit nervous. He admits it looking back. Today, reverse layup, didn't even look at the rim.
Byram Hills comes up with a loose ball, 3-on-2. Sinon trails. Too strong on the three. Grohl offensive rebounds. Off the glass and good.
He has gotten so good at using that body in the paint. It's one thing to have height. It's another thing to have the ability to clear space with your shoulders and with your forearms. And he does it right there. It gets a nice little roll and puts Byram Hills back ahead. Let Matt Malone get away with a little bit of a push off there.
Sinon using the Grohl screen. Swung inside. Tracked down by Lynch. McWilliams lays it in.
Playing it safe. He can dunk, but he played it safe. Wanted to get the layup, get the lead back for TZ. Brought real excitement on Monday night, and usually at the week he's a build-up. And we had two good semifinals. Byram Hills beating Lourdes. And, of course, Tappan Zee knocking off their rival, Nanuet.
Took 2 out of 3 against the Golden Knights. Nanuet, the last team to beat Tappan Zee. Their only other loss to Class B champ Briarcliff. Matt Malone opens up the second quarter by extending the Byram Hills lead to 4.
We was talking to him about his son's defensive assignment for the week, and he said, I told my son one thing. Your first foul, it's going to be a hard foul. So it's a basketball mentality. It's not everything is flagrant trying to injure. It's trying to send a message, play the game.
Up ahead to Grohl, pivots on Clorville. Beautiful touch.
Great vision there by Skylar Sinon with the half-court pass. For a Section 1 title, and a new era of Section 1 basketball was born.
6 out of 7 years to the County Center for Tappan Zee, 5 out of 6 for Byram Hills. Their 4th trip to the final. They are just 1-2 in their championship game appearances. Sinon slips underneath.
Soft little touch, Skylar Sinon getting the ball up to the rim, almost rolled out like we've seen all week long. Some shots in that end of the floor. 5-point Byram Hills advantage.
Nolan gets his defender to fly by. Long rebound collected by Tappan Zee. McWilliams on the pull-up. Rebound by Lynch.
McWilliams has got to stay involved. He has not shot the ball well in this opening half. He cannot disappear.
Grohl has 2 fouls, has to be careful. Clorville with good footwork. 30-second timeout taken by Tappan Zee. Under 10 seconds to go. A chance for Tappan Zee to tie. Lynch flashes with 2. At the buzzer, it counts.
I could swear Kevin Lynch was looking at the basket saying, what do you want me to do here? He turns around, one-hander, basket full, 7 points for him, and he has carried Tappan Zee back into this, only down by a point to Byram Hills going into the half. Sinon with the layup. Got 6 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists.
Matt Grohl is not really going to be protected in this zone as Clorville goes right to work, and Lynch was in the area as well. McWilliams the steal and the lay-in for a cheap 2. And the lead to Tappan Zee with 4 straight on that possession.
How quickly a game can change with just a hustle play, and a hustle play made there by Rob McWilliams.
I think it's an interesting dynamic. Both coaches will rightly complain for fouls, and yet the outlook was that they wanted their teams to stay out of foul trouble.
Well, low foul calls against their team. That's really what they wanted. He should have read between the lines.
Oh, is that how it works? Filippelli gets the bounce. It's a three. Lead back to Byram Hills.
That's a big shot there because they're really leaving Lou Filippelli open to make three-pointers, take three-point shots, and they're not protecting right there. He gets an open look, knocks it down off the bounce.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Kevin Lynch backing down Freeburg. Kevin Lynch is a factor in the championship game. A line of fire to make a block charge call.
He wants to put his life in the hands of the officials, and I don't blame him.
Byram Hills has gone back to a man-to-man. Kevin Lynch goes back to work.
And Ted Repa looks at his assistant saying, what are we going to do here? We're down 6. This kid's killing us.
At your players. I think we saw out of that timeout, great camera work by Thomas Schnars, getting a close-up of Lynch. Grohl had a great look on the reload. It's Sinon. Malone steps into a three.
He's taken 3 three-pointers. He's made 3 three-pointers, and they're back within 3 here with under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Matt Malone been a huge spark offensively.
That all Lynch with 16, 9 in this quarter alone. Final 2 minutes, Matt Grohl substituted out. 3 on the timer. Clerville rises to the rim, gets his own miss, and sticks it back. +1.
It is so loud in here, you can't even hear the whistle. But Victor Clerville, the persistence of Victor Clerville, getting his own miss, going back up with it and getting the foul. Who would that go off of? It didn't go off of me. But what a play there for Lou Filippelli to come sneaking through there. Victor Clerville started looking to his right, and coming from the left is Lou Filippelli to strip the ball. 5 minutes to go here. It feels like there's 5 seconds to go. The atmosphere in this Westchester County Center.
Freeburg barrels over the defender, no call. Beg your pardon, Liam Nolan ties it up at 41.
5 in a row for Liam Nolan, and we're tied.
Approaching the midway point of the fourth.
It's only a matter of time, you feel, before Robin Williams goes off.
It's dumped inside. Clerville breaks the tie. Timeout, Tappan Zee. For the Bobcats.
That was the toughest shot he took all game, and it was the biggest field goal he made. Only the second of the night.
That's what Ted Repa said of Rob McWilliams. You just know he's going to do it to you. Sinon is pure from the outside.
He's got 13, and that took some guts. I didn't like it. I didn't like the decision when it released, but I like the result. Back to a 1-point game. Used before? We'll see, but a very critical inbound.
Nolan, Filippelli, Sinon, Grohl, and Malone. The 5 for the Bobcats.
Isoing Matt Grohl.
Against Clerville, spins baseline and puts the Bobcats in front.
He liked the chances of going against Victor Clerville, knowing that Victor Clerville's got foul trouble. He's got to be careful. They play a one-on-one game, they clear it out. He makes the layup. Byram Hills has the lead.
What more? If Sinon is to make both of this 1-and-1, it would still be just a 1-possession game. No good. Clerville slapped it out of bounds.
How many breaks is Byram Hills going to get? Missing 2 front ends of 1-and-1s. He get the rebound on the one and then goes off Clerville on the other.
No fouls to give either side. Timeouts remaining for both. It's into Sinon, dribbling away from the defense. 5 seconds left. And finally, McWilliams committing the foul.
And I don't think Tappan Zee was ready for that inbound pass. The referee handed Byram Hills the ball and a quick inbound.
So same scenario. 1 point lead, 4.2 seconds left. 1-1 for Skylar Sinon, even with 2 makes. Still just a 1-possession game, and Tappan Zee timeouts at his disposal. No good. Lynch. It's into McWilliams, a second left. Good if it goes. It's over. Byram Hills survives. (46-45) in an absolute classic in the Section 1 Class A final.
Wow. David, I thought when Rob McWilliams turned that corner and had it square up to the basket, all those shots he missed, he was going to get one to fall. It was just too long. And Byram Hills, I wondered if they were going to have the resolve, this young nucleus of players. We're good. Test 1, 2, 3. Good. Thank you, David. Here with MVP Skylar Sinon, the sophomore. Did your heart stop like mine did when that half-court shot goes up there at the end?
You know, I was scared. I was hoping we'd hit those free throws. We didn't get a chance to, but as soon as McWilliams put it up, I'm like, oh, shoot, that might be good. I was getting scared for a sec. Hit the top of the backboard. I was relieved. I'm glad we got that win.
You know what it's like to lose a championship. You were here last year with Spring Valley celebrating. Now you're on the other bench. What does this feel like?
Feels great. You know, last year it was something we wanted to forget. We wanted to keep in the back of our minds. We wanted to make sure we came out here, played Byram Hills basketball, and finally got this gold ball. That's what we did. We came out hard and we wanted it.
Tell me about those last couple possessions and free throws and missing free throws there and just, you know, I don't think any of it matters now, but just, you know, how do you describe the roller coaster of that fourth quarter?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the whole game back and forth, it was close. Those free throws really could have killed us, but luckily we got Matt Grohl, we got Lou Filippelli giving us those second chances, tipping it back out, and luckily we ran the clock down. They didn't get a good shot off.
How about Liam Nolan? And how much of a boost was he in the second half? The 5 points he scored and then the defense he played late.
He was great. I mean, we know that we have Liam down low, play physical. We know that we can always count on him to get in and get those cheap fouls sometimes, but he's a shooter. He did what he can, and he was just great in the fourth quarter. That's the pick-me-up we needed.
You guys were supposed to be next year's champions with all the young talent you had. At what point did you guys say, let's do it, let's win it this year instead?
You know, after going to the county center last year, we got a lot of guys who have been to the county center, very experienced, so we know what kind of atmosphere it is, and we know the team that it takes to get to this county center and to win that gold ball. So, I mean, we played hard, we knew what we had to do, we played physical, and hopefully we can come back next year and play just as well.
Well, get recharged. You got a state regional game this Tuesday, so good luck to you, Skylar Sinon. Dave, back up to you.
I am rolling.
Coach, is this first your vantage point of that last shot? I mean, you know the history here at the county center. Half-court shots do go in to win championships.
I know. I had flashbacks from a few years ago when that guy hit, the guy from New Rochelle hit that shot. So I looked at it, and at first I was like, oh, that looks okay. And then I saw I was going a little to the side, and it was like hit me. I was like, we just want to go a ball.
Yeah.
So crazy.
How do you describe the course of this season from when you guys started? And I heard you guys were going to be good this year. You're going to be really good next year. When did you buy into the idea that we could win this?
You know what? Our seniors, you know, Lou Filippelli, Liam Nolan, Jared Freebeck, we only have 3. Their toughness, their willingness to sacrifice individuals for the better of the team, it reminded me of 2011, where we had our 2 leading scorers as sophomores that year. And as the year went on, I saw down the stretch that toughness. And I think Matt Malone, only a junior, had joined that group. Those little plays that don't show up in the box scores, but they win. And, I mean, I started to think maybe we have a shot. when we kind of like went down that stretch and we won the league and we ended up winning the league down the stretch, I was like, oh, this team has some resolve.
Yeah, and I think that Rye game, the last game of the regular season, guys prepared you guys for this playoff push. With Tappan Zee, what was the mindset, the game plan? Obviously, with obviously Matt Grohl changing things with 4 fouls, playing there with the foul trouble.
That was the game plan was Matt, don't get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So that was a problem. The refs did let both teams play. You know, I thought there was calls both ways where they didn't get them, but. The game plan was to not let McWilliams beat us. I thought we did a collective great job on that, and we went to the matchup zone, and we seemed to do well with that, so that helped out quite a bit.
You said you got here for the first time the year you guys won a championship, so you figured, okay, this isn't that hard. Once we get here, we'll be fine. Then you realize how hard it is. How do you describe these last couple seasons trying to get that second gold ball?
You know, it's weird. You know, nothing's going to change that 2011 season, and I was going through a lot personally on that one as well. So that was kind of like a dream and nothing will top that. But this one is about the program and how we've cemented ourselves as one of the top programs. And I'm so happy for these kids and everybody in this community.
You got to start thinking now about state championships. You've been to Glens Falls, so you know what it's like and what it takes to get there. And when do you start shifting the focus to that?
I don't know. Like I told you, I got jury duty tomorrow morning. So we have to prepare, I guess, tomorrow for, Red Hook? I think they won. So we play Tuesday. So, I don't know how much preparing we're going to do. It's going to come down to heart and toughness. I mean, that's what this game came down to. It's tough that anybody had to lose.
True. Good coach, good luck.